The U.S. Department of Defense released a new list of so-called Chinese military companies on Monday. Even Tencent Holdings had made the list, which sparked surprise and panic in overseas market. Tencent is preliminarily known as its social media application WeChat and its game Honor of Kings. The company has no connection to Pentagon's alleged claim of collaborating with the Chinese military. Apart from Tencent, other Chinese companies which were added to the blacklist include CATL, China Commercial Aircraft Corporation, China COSCO Shipping Corporation, CXMT, etc. With this update, the Pentagon's blacklist now includes 134 companies, nearly covering all of China's top tech enterprises. Chinese companies are added or removed based on little more than the speculative whims of politicians, with terms like possibly and concerned being their most frequently used words. Many companies have resorted to legal action to protect their legitimate rights. This year, DJI and Hesai remain on the list. The Pentagon removed 6 Chinese companies without giving any explanation, showing little regard for the losses these Chinese firms endured during this period. The Pentagon's so-called list is nothing but a messy account. For instance, advanced microfabrication equipment in China was listed simply because it had received a manufacturing award from China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology. Meanwhile, DJI discovered that the Pentagon initially refused to engage in dialogue with the company, but later provided a report riddled with errors, failing even to differentiate between consumer drones powered by batteries and military drones that use gasoline or diesel. The very act of the Pentagon creating this list under the pretext of military involvement embodies a hegemonic mindset that aims to prohibit technological achievements from supporting the development of China's national defense. This shows blatant double standards. It's hard to imagine how the country's defense modernization could progress without relying on advanced technology. In fact, many American high-tech companies maintain close ties with the Pentagon. For example, Microsoft once secured $10 billion cloud computing contract with the Pentagon, and the Pentagon even poached Apple's Vice President Doug Beck, appointing him as the director of its Defense Innovation Unit. In the era of artificial intelligence, the Pentagon is accelerating the adoption of large language models and other generative AI tools by the military, with deep and extensive ties to Silicon Valley tech companies. Therefore, the incense of the Pentagon's so-called blacklist is an unfair bully clause aimed at containing China's development. In fact, the U.S. approach of surprising Chinese companies in this manner is a lose-lose strategy. For example, Tencent fully owns Riot Games, the developer of the popular game League of Legends, which is highly favored by young Americans, and also holds a significant stake in Epic Games, the developer of another hit game, Fortnite. CATL is a partner of Ford and Tesla, and Ford plans to collaborate with CATL to establish a lithium iron phosphate EV battery plant in Michigan. Whether in terms of investment, trade, or supply chain integration, the highly complementary economies of China and the U.S. require mutual dependence and coexistence, with significant potential for collaboration in the tech sector. This cannot simply be blocked by a Pentagon mandate.